Hello, great to have you with me. For those who don't know me, my name's Tony Stapleton and I'm a holistic personal trainer, which is a long-winded way to say that I help people to move, eat and feel well. Thanks for joining me for this seated workout for older adults, and the purpose of which is to help you release tension, keep you moving well and feeling well. So you're sitting nice and comfortably in the chair, wiggle your bottom back so you're supported by the chair, put your fingers under your ribs, cough. Did you feel something move? That's your deep core muscles. So they're helping you sit up as well. Try not to slump down or slouch during this gentle workout. So we're going to begin with some shoulder rolls, just getting rid of some tension that builds up in our shoulders. We're going to lift the shoulders up and roll them back, gently mobilizing and releasing tension from your shoulders. Breathing as well. And with all these mobility exercises, you're unique, so only go as far as you feel comfortable to, okay? Okay, I'm rolling my shoulders back. I'm going to roll my shoulders forwards. And make sure you're just not moving the arms and not the shoulders, lifting those shoulders up. Now, especially if you walk with a rollator or a frame or a stick, you might have very tense shoulder muscles. So gently releasing. And the more often you do this, hopefully the looser it will become. So we're just breathing, rolling our shoulders. Okay, well done. We're going to do another exercise now called spinal breathing, or I call it draw the curtains. So you can have your palms facing forwards, like this, chin tucked down a little bit. Looks like I'm crying, but I'm not crying. So my palms are facing towards me, and only go and open as wide as you feel comfortable in this. Okay? So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe in, you're going to turn your hands out, you're going to draw the curtains and look up slightly. Stretching across the chest and shoulders. So you're going to breathe out, turn your hands towards us, turn your hands towards you even. Tuck your chin in, breathe out, breathing in. This is kind of what naturally people do in the morning anyway, isn't it? A stretch. If you find it hard to open up fully, just go as far as you feel comfortable with. The more often you do this, the looser it will become. Speak properly, Tony. So let's do 5 more of these. Breathing in, breathing out. Elbows down, elbows out. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do a couple more. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Well done. Okay, we're just going to put arms across the chest like this. Keep your hips and your knees facing forward. Keep your back straight. Keep your head upright. It's almost as if someone's pulling you up by the crown of your head, so your back is nice and straight and supportive. Arms across the chest like this. Keeping your hips and knees facing forward. You're going to rotate as if you were turning to look behind you. Back to the middle, and you're going to turn to the other side. Now, as you do this, you might feel the muscles that support your spine stretching a little bit. There'll be a point where you can't go any further. So we're just doing some spinal rotations here. Yeah, I'm not just moving the head. I'm moving my whole body. And there comes a point where you feel a little bit of a stretch on the muscles that support your back. Be careful not to go too far. And I'm repeating myself, but the more often you do this, the looser it will become. We're just releasing tension and having a bit of a stretch. Let's do 3 more each side. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And 1 more each side. Well done. Now, I think one thing we can all agree on, we sit down a lot these days. And we get very tight down the sides of our body. So, I'm going to take one hand, and I'm going to imagine I'm holding up the ceiling and pushing my hand up. As I do it, I'm pushing the other hand down and slightly bending. So I'm going to stretch down the side of my body. I'll show you first. Breathing out, pushing one hand up, pushing one hand down. And I'm getting a stretch here on my lats and down the side of my torso. And I'm looking up at my hand. Then I breathe in, hands past each other, and I push one hand up and one hand down. If you find that quite challenging, don't worry about the hand down, just reach up as if you're reaching up to 11 o'clock, and then you're reaching up to 1 o'clock. Okay, let's do 5 more of each side, just side bends, stretching. And if this makes you a little bit short of breath, you're probably very stiff down the sides, and you need to do this more often. Okay? Reaching up as if you're pushing a hand up, holding up the ceiling, pushing this hand down and slightly bending, not forcing, not straining, just mobilizing and stretching. And we're going to do 1 more each side. Well done. Let's just move on to our wrists now, the dexterity of our wrists and our hands. So we're going to take our hands and we're just going to rotate them around like this. Now obviously if you have pain or arthritis in your hands, only go as far as is comfortable for you. I'll do a couple more and then I'm going to change direction. I've got a little click then in my left hand. Just breathing, don't forget breathe. It's all gentle, simple mobility exercises. A couple more. Okay, let's talk about the dexterity of our hands and the coordination of our hands. You're going to take your thumb, you're going to touch it to the first finger, index finger, then your middle finger, and then your ring finger, and then your pinky, and then back up and down. So what I'm doing there, have a look if you need to. And you're just going up and down your fingers, touching your thumb to all of your 4 fingers up and down. If that's not too challenging for you, try doing it with 2 hands. Don't overthink it. Breathing and moving. And now if you find this really challenging, try doing it on 1 hand and practice it daily. Okay, you're just going up and down your fingers. Make sure you're touching all the fingers. Okay, well done. And now we can do something else for your hands. So you can touch your thumb to your ring finger, like that. See what I'm doing there? And touch the other thumb to the other ring finger, second to last, the one next to your little finger. And then with your little fingers, you can just see if you can touch your little finger to the bottom of your thumb there, or to your palm. See what I'm doing there? I'm touching my thumb to my ring finger, and then I'm just letting the little fingers close and open. How does that feel? Is that easy? Are they freely moving? If it is, good. If it's not, practice this. Let's do a few more of these. Okay, that was some simple mobility drills you can do for your upper body. I want you to sit now, nice and supported, and I want you to have a nice deep breath in for your nose. And as you breathe out, just allow yourself to take a little holiday from yourself and sink down into a nice, peaceful, relaxed state. And just take a look around the room you're in and just notice what you see. The objects, the shapes, the textures, the colours, the light. Have another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, Allow yourself to sink down into a nice, peaceful, calm, relaxed state. And this time, notice what you hear. My monotonous voice. Maybe you can hear the relaxing music in the background. Maybe there's noises in the room you're in, or there's noises coming from outside. Now take another deep and relaxing breath in. And as you breathe out, again, give yourself permission just to sink down into a nice, peaceful, calm state of being. And this time, notice how you feel. Think about your hands. Can you feel the warmth and energy in your hands and your fingers? Can you feel the warmth inside your body? Good. So we're going to do a couple of extremely simple and relaxing Qigong exercises. You've probably done them before if you followed my previous videos. So with your palms facing your body, you're going to breathe in. Imagine your hands as light as feathers. Your hands are going to float up to your shoulders, reach the apex, and as you breathe out, they sink down, space in between the fingers. You breathe in, and you breathe out. You don't have to think about what you're doing. You don't have to have expectation or wait for something to happen. All we're doing is breathing in, and your hands are going to float up like feathers, almost on their own. As you breathe out, we gently let them float back down, as if you're pushing your hands gently through water. Let's do a few more. Breathing in. Almost like your breathing is making your hands move. Shouldn't be any pain. And again, if it's uncomfortable to bring your hands this high, bring them as high as you feel to. Again, it's about your focus and your intention. All we're doing is breathing and moving. Well done. Just rest your hands on your thighs for a second. And we can do the second exercise, which is called opening the chest. We start breathing in, the hands float up to your chest. And this time we open our arms up. And imagine you're standing on top of a mountain, looking down at the clouds below. And this analogy has the clouds as your doubts, your worries, your anxieties, your fears, all that yucky human stuff. And we're above it, looking down at it. We're above it, okay? So breathing in, opening your chest. That's all we're doing. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do a couple more. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And just rest your hands down there. Well done. Have a nice deep breath in. And breathe out and allow yourself to sink down into a nice peaceful state. We can do another exercise now called spreading your wings like a dove. We open our arms, we breathe in, bring our hands towards us, we breathe out, we pull our hands together, and then we gently spread our wings, breathing in, not moving your torso, just moving your arms, breathing in, breathing out, pulling that in, spreading our wings like a dove. Again, this should be pain and effort-free. Breathing in. Well Well done. Just rest your hands down. We're going to row the boat on a peaceful lake. So we're going to make a circle, as big or as small as you feel to, breathing in. And then the palms face forward and the hands gently float down. Breathing in. And just let the arms float down. If you feel some lightness in your arms, that's a good thing. And if you don't, that's also fine. Breathing in as if your arms are moving in, moving controlled by your breath. And we're going to do one more. Well done. Now join me for the final Qigong, Shabasha Qigong exercise. And it's even more simple than that. Your palms are on your lap, palms facing up. We breathe in, hands float up the chest, you turn them over, almost like that. And we gently push them down. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, and as your hands float down, you can also float down at a nice, peaceful, calm state that you deserve to be in. Breathing in and breathing out. And last one. Resting our hands on the thighs. How do you feel? That made me feel nice and calm and relaxed. So I invite you now to have another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, once again, have a look around. Notice what you see. The objects, the shapes, the textures, the colors, the light. Have another deep breath. As you breathe out, give yourself permission just to sink down into a nice, peaceful, calm state. And this time, notice what you hear. My voice, sound of the relaxing music, sounds in the room you're in, sounds outside of the room you're in. Now I invite you to have another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, again, sinking down into a nice, calm, relaxing, peaceful state. Just being in the present moment and not thinking or worrying or stressing. And when you think about it, 99% of the things we stress or worry about never happen, do they? So, I'd like you to carry this nice, peaceful feeling throughout your day and even throughout your week. So like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like that. And if you're interested in a little bit more about Qigong, or you want to do something more with mobility or strength, you can try one of these videos here. Thank you for joining me. Until I see you next time, take the best care of yourself. Bye-bye.